Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse here, aka BGFH, and I am back for kind of a unique little video. We're going to explore some new, well, fairly new technology, actually. I thought about doing this via a stream, but I didn't really want a chance doing also streaming while also doing internet-y things, especially since I don't exactly know how this is going to work. But we are going to try a few different games really quick in, Google Stadia. And recently, as I'm recording this within the last week or so, the Google announced basically you can get a free 2-month trial, basically for everybody, of the Stadia Pro subscription. And one thing to note is you do get the free 2 months, but it's kind of one of those things where, oh yeah, you can get the 2 months, but then you got to make sure if you don't want to keep it, that you do cancel your subscription prior to those 2 months. So I'm thinking if I don't decide to keep it around the end of May, right before the end of May or something, I will probably end up canceling it for now, or, whatever. We'll see how things go or what they add. But it was always a curiosity because this whole game streaming thing, I didn't know how it was going to work. I didn't know how well it was going to work. Obviously you have to have a fairly decent internet connection, and I won't quote specifically exactly what you need here. But I believe it's like, for 1080p, I think you need somewhere around like 10 meg down, but I would venture to say that that's probably really a low estimate. And so you probably want to have, the higher you can, the better. Now, when I get a download, typically when I do like a speed test, I get about 125 down. And I forget what my up is, but 125 down is about, on average, what I get. And I've popped into 2 games so far for about 2 minutes just to see how it worked and if they ran. And I gotta say, the sign-up process, if you already have a Gmail account, it's stupid easy. Just go to Stadia, Stadia, .google.com, and there'll, like, on the main page, it was like, hey, here's a free 2-month offer or whatever. And then you click the button, you say, yep, use your Gmail account. And then you pick your avatar, pick your username, and a couple of other minor little settings. And thankfully, BGFH was not taken, so I got to steal that short gamer tag essentially. And then it asked you if you want to have the free membership or the pro membership. Now I'm just using Google Chrome on my PC, but you can also use Stadia compatible devices, like certain. I know there's a whole mess of things with like, some Chromecasts work and some don't, and you got to have certain firmwares and all kinds of nonsense. I don't know all of the logistics behind that, but they do have other devices that do support Stadia, especially for PCs and mobile and entertainment devices like Chromecast and things like that. So, once you do that, it says, okay, here, you have your free month, free 2 months. Here, go get some games that come with your pro subscription. And I grabbed them all. And I don't know if they're just for as long as you're a pro member, or as long as you're a pro member, you get them, then they just are tied to your account forever. But I think it's the latter. So I just grabbed about 10 of them here, and we're going to dive into, I think, 3. And I just want to see, what, because the main question I had is it going to look good, sound good, but what is the lag going to be? Especially for some of the games that we're going to try. A couple of the reasons I'm going to try these specific games is because I want to see how, do I notice a lot of latency? If I play, we got Thumper here. That game is brutal locally. I love the game, but I suck at it really bad. We have SteamWorld Dig 2, which I'm going to start with because that's just a kind of a platformer that we can kind of putz around with for a couple minutes. And then the ultimate test, I think, is we're going to play some Serious Sam, because that came in there. And that game, you've seen me play various forms of it on the channel, the original and the HD versions. That game, you're going to want to be fast and accurate. And that one I did just pop into for about, like I said, 2 minutes. And let's just dive right in here. And all you do, click on a game. There's a little play button. You click it. And it does its little kind of splashy loading screen thingy. Get this little kind of a safety warning dialogue, which goes away after a while. But pick up my controller here, my Xbox One controller. Now, what you're doing is you're streaming the game. You are not downloading it. This is not like, oh, okay, I got to wait. You know, if I've got a 500 gig game or a 40 gig game or whatever, you know, you're just streaming it. So if you have a good enough internet connection, we are already at the main menu. And we'll go start. This one I have not played at all yet. I have it on Steam, but I figured let's try it on the Stadia. So we're going to play normal. And so this is a really neat little game. People call it sort of a Metroidvania sort of a deal, and I would sort of agree, but it's, I don't know, maybe a little bit more open than that. Yep, Rusty, I think that's the guy from the first game, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we got our dialogue. Okay, so here we go. Gonna walk around, got our little mountain here, so I'm gonna hit jump. If there is any lag, I really can't tell. Fall on down to the sand here. I don't think I have any attacks yet or anything. I don't even remember how this starts, to be honest. I mean, this is your obligatory tutorial stage, but... Oh, okay, we can climb. Yep, the sand falls away. Climb that up, okay. I mean, if I didn't know any better, like right now, with this game anyway, it feels kind of like I was just playing on a local, and we fall. And, okay, I thought that was my mouse, okay. I was trying to get that out of the way. Yeah, a little text box. We're not going to pay attention to the story at all. Like I said, we're testing Stadia, not the game. Oh yeah, okay. B is dig, okay. I had to remember what the controls are. So the thing with this is you have to... you're basically digging your way through, so you're kind of creating your own, excuse me, kind of Metroidvania path. Okay, so I guess we're going down. Oh, okay, there we go. And let me turn up my headphones a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, and it looks good. I mean, everything that I've tried briefly so far has looked, you know, good. You know, there'll be people who kind of nitpick of like, oh, well, this isn't true 4K, and is it upscaled, and blah, blah, blah. Well, who cares, really? I mean, the fact that, you know, like I said, I mean, granted, this is a small game. I mean, this is you know, probably, if I had to guess, I mean, it's got to be I don't know, well, I don't know if it's under a gig, but, you know, I definitely underestimate how big some games are these days, but I can't imagine this game is all that big. But, I mean, I'm having no issues whatsoever. I'm trying to remember where the heck I'm supposed to go here. I'm kind of paying more attention to the technology than the game. Oh, wait. Is that... Oh, is there something I had to knock down, like a floor switch or something? Oh, there's a little framey there. I saw a little bit of framiness there, but... Yeah, what the heck am I don't remember. And it is kind of dark. So there is something where it's... Okay, yeah, so there's something, I gotta put something on a switch here. Let me just look a tad more here. But this one, you know, again, I didn't expect this one to have really any problems. I mean, I would be surprised, frankly, if it would, because, Yes, there are some reflex stuff that you have to do. You know, you have to dig. Oh, okay, there's our lever. Alright, we'll use up. Okay, so we'll take a left here. And we will jump. Okay, we can dig some more. But, you know, it's not Twitch fast. Like, you don't have to have, like, I don't think, you know, super fast reflexes. I mean, yes, there is combat. Yes, there are critters that you do have to fight. But, you know, it's not, like, frame perfect timing or anything like that. So, that's why I wanted to start with this one. Just to kind of, you know, do something a little bit slower paced. At least to start with. I should be able to bust that top one, right? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, okay, I can't. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so I'm able to climb up and do everything that I'm supposed to do. I don't want to spend too much time on this one, so... You know, I can hit pause, I can go there, you know, I got all your stats and your map. I did do a video for this game, the Steam version, so if you want to check that out, you know, go for it. It is a really fun game. Both Steam World Dig 1 and 2 are great. I mean, that worked perfectly fine. So... there's extras. Where the heck is exit? That's the weird thing, is some games they don't put a quit thing on there, and I don't really know how to exit. And usually, I tried this with another one, you can usually hit Alt F4. Start game, options, extras, back. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure where quit is. There's no quit option, and Alt F4 is not actually working. So unless I'm totally oblivious, I'm not seeing how to exit. So if I Alt Tab, huh? Okay, that is interesting. So it's all just still part of Chrome. It's just going into a full... I don't know if there's like a... And this is one of the things I wanted to try out too, is if there... Okay, so just like Steam, there is, if I hit Shift-Tab, it brings up a control panel on the right, and I have Steam World Dig 2. Okay, that is really large, but let me see if I can just, does this just close the, okay, that just closes the thing. Steam World Dig 2, playing, how in the hell? You search to find friends, okay, friends, controls, audios, okay, Shift Tab, hold, oh, so if I hold escape, oh, okay, exit game, there we go. Alright, so for games that do not have, or don't seemingly have, or if you overlook the exit button or menu option, yeah, just hold, because again, you're just in a full screen window via your web browser in this case. So SteamWorld Dig 2, there you go. Let's do a little bit of Thumper, and then we'll end with Serious Sam. So again, we'll just click it, click play, get our splash screen. I'm learning just right along with you guys. I've been playing with this probably for no more than 10 minutes tops. before starting this video. I wanted to go in fresh and just be like, yeah, let's see what it does. Let's see what happens. So this one I'm going to use my controller again as well. We're in Thumper, and we're going to play, and we are going to restart, because I've only been in there for just a couple seconds anyway. Yeah, let's restart, because I got to remember how in the heck this game works. This is a rhythm game. It's kind of just this really, like, kind of a brutal, kind of an aggressive, like, drum-heavy, percussion-heavy type of rhythm game. It's, you know, there's just listen to the music. Oh, I did that way too late. I did it, but it was way too late. That was my fault. I can't talk here. So when those balls come up, I hit A. Okay, I gotta pay attention here. There we go, that was perfect. Oh, that was late. Oh my god. That is not the game, that is me being stupid. Okay, so now we're gonna move on. It's not just hitting A, now we gotta jump to the sides and stuff. So boom, I hit the wall. We gotta dodge those walls. That. And again, I've done a video on Thumper, and I've done I was talking. I wasn't paying attention. They actually have this for VR as well, which is crazy. You want to play this on a flat screen as one thing, but man, in VR, it is an experience. But there might be a little bit of lag, or it might be just I suck, in a combination of both, but... let's just not talk here. That was bad, okay. Tad early, but not bad. It. There we go. Got this. There we go. This game just looks cool as hell, too. And I whiffed that. Ah! Launching those, like, weird glowy balls after them. Ooh, that's just... oh. Yep, alright, we gotta start that over. Play a little bit more of this, but I just want to kind of give you my first impressions of Google Stadia and streaming games. Oh, okay, we dodged that. We gotta shut up again for a minute. Ah! Ah, okay. I never said I'd be good at this. I always forget that second one. Boom, boom, boom. Dodge that. There we go. Hit that one. Go through maybe one or two more sequences here if we can. I mean, it looks great. I don't see any frame rate hitches. So if you do, it's definitely the video and not the game. Okay, throw that at him. Ah! Oh, I missed. Dodge. Oh, I missed. Ah! I blew it. I always forget there's a little bump after that wall. Jump. Oh, I did it too slow again. That was my fault. Okay, well, we hit it. It was ugly, but we hit it. Alright. Maybe one more, and we'll go into some serious Sam. Oh, what the hell? Oh, is this where we hit up? So they're gradually introducing new mechanics. Yeah, I gotta remember what all these different things on the platform mean. I think I hit up to dock. Oh. How do I... Oh, I hold it. Okay. Alright. I see the large letters on the left. They're easy to see, but... Okay. Yeah, we'll do this one and then... Really? That looks cool. Alright, there we go. So we beat that part. And let's, this one actually does have a quit in it. So we'll quit. And... Or actually, does it have a quit? Oh yeah, okay. Exit game. Yeah. So that is Thumper. Like I said, it may look like there's lag, but no, that's just me playing it terribly. There might be, especially as you get later on, you know, it's just like playing when I used to play Guitar Hero and Rock Band on these HD TVs. Like my first HD TV that I had was, it looked good, but ooh boy, especially for, I noticed for driving games and rhythm games, just for some reason, there was more lag in there than it should have been, and it made some of those games, especially on higher difficulty levels, a little bit harder to play. So, you know, especially if you get further on in these types of games, you might find that to be difficult. But on first glance, especially if you're just kind of playing it casually, I think it's totally fine. And from what I can tell, you know, if you're better at that rhythm game than I am, you'll probably do fine. So let's wrap this baby up. Let's play a little bit of some serious Sam. Again, we just click it. And it's kind of cool. Like I say, you don't even have to download anything. Now, you are going to incur a lot. Keep in mind, bandwidth caps be damned, because, you know, if you're streaming all of your games, it's one thing if you download 40 gigs and then you have the game and you can play it for months, if not years, but if every time you want to play a big game, and I forget, like I said, you have to look on their FAQ and they're kind of about for the actual numbers, but as far as like how much bandwidth it takes to stream something at either, you know, 1080p, 1440, 4K. So single player, we're already in. We'll do campaign. We'll do the first encounter. Sure, why not? So we got the first and second encounter. We got that, and we'll do easy. We won't do tourist because we're not going to play that long. And we're just gonna, yeah, see how bad we do at Serious Sam. And this should be familiar to people who have watched. I did a Serious Sam stream not terribly long ago. And we're loading. Okay, there we go. Oh! Okay, well, I guess, yeah, we don't have to play the first level, because, yeah, the first level is super short anyway. We just picked up where we left off. So, second level here. I love this. Hey, buddy. Come on. Boom.
Oh, yourself! Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, that guy. That guy. Kill it. Ah. Kind of like to hide and let them come to me a little bit. It's easy for me to see. Let them get close to each other, because then they'll blow each other up. Okay. Alright, so we killed those guys. And the couple minutes that I did play this, like I said, the first, what was it, like 2 minutes it took me to get past the first level. I did raise the mouse sensitivity because it was pretty low. And all of the regular settings that seem to be in the core games, I mean, it just looks like, you're playing a game on a console or PC. I mean, it just looks like something you play on Steam or Epic Games or GOG, whatever. These damn skeleton dog, or whatever the hell they are. These things suck. Especially when they just hoard you later on. One battle in particular, fairly early on, I remember from the stream. Just everywhere. Okay, I thought I heard a guy spawn in. Okay, we got a item here we can pick up. But, I mean, I don't know if it's just me getting used to, like I said, I've been playing a lot of Doom Eternal. I've been playing some classic, super fast, old school, Wolfenstein 3D or Brutal Wolfenstein 3D, that kind of a thing. And so those things are just super, super twitchy. The mouse movement in this seems a little, I don't want to say laggy, but like, I don't know if it, like mouse smoothing or just something. It's not just, there seems to be a little bit of a drag, and I don't necessarily think that's a Stadia thing, because I sort of noticed that in I've mentioned that in other games that I own as well. So I'm not sure, and I looked under the options and I didn't necessarily see, hi dude, you need to die. It said, perish. But yeah, there's just some games that seem to have this weird sort of mouse lag or just some kind of weird feeling to it. I love this too.
Over here, you stupid headless freaks.
Yep, open up. Gotta do our classic reference. Big old boulder, holy hell. You're big. Love it. Alright. And it's, especially if somebody doesn't have a beefy gaming rig. Like, I know you can buy Doom 2016, I believe. I think that's on Stadia. I'm not going to rebuy it because I already own it on Steam, so there's really no reason for me to rebuy it again. It's not like I'm buying it on like the Switch or a console where I want to have it on two separate platforms, because it's already on PC. But like, I could see, I bet Doom Eternal or Doom 2016 would probably work okay here. Here, we're gonna blow you up. I'm gonna shoot you in your spread fire crap, and somebody's gonna come. That can't be it. No. Oh, these... Duh. Okay. Can I just chop you? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, let's use these pistols on these stupid little leaper bastards. Ankle biters. Come on. Shoot. Okay, we'll reload. I keep forgetting that you have to reload in Serious Sam. Again, I've been used to some old school games where you don't necessarily have to do that. So going between a whole bunch of shooters is, kind of interesting. These weird... And that's one thing I will say, the enemies in this game are bizarre. You got all these headless creatures and chest teeth monster things and like scorpions and all kinds of weird nonsense. It's I will give them the creativity. Like, they are definitely creative as far as it's not just zombies or aliens, or you got some weird stuff in here. And like I said, it's playing, aside from a little bit of glidey feeling to the mouse, it's pretty good. I haven't really noticed any hiccups in frame rate. mean, the game seems to be running at high. I mean, granted, this is even the HD version is several years old now, but I wanted to really try this because it is a fast game. Like, you really want to be accurate. You want to be able to. You really want to be able to handle all that. Oh, okay. I thought somebody from behind came. Maybe that's a different hallway later. See, the shotgun you don't have to reload, but the pistols you do, which reminds me. Get that back up. Get my health and armor back. Okay, we'll go outside. Oh, we can fight the bulls here pretty soon. Those things are weird. Kind of fun to fight too. And this game in VR is just nuts. I did a video for Serious Sam VR. That's crazy. Because you're not talking. I think you can do teleport, but with smooth movement and just, it's a heck of a lot of fun if you can stomach it. But that one, I will warn you, you probably can get some good motion sick if you're susceptible to that. Ah, here we go. Bring it. Yeah, run them over. Hey, buddy. Aw, I wasn't trying to mess with you. Yeah, the mouse turning. I'm gonna check that in just a second. Okay, he's dead. We got Tweedledee over there we're gonna kill. And then let me check options here. Options, controller. Yeah, see, I have my mouse sensitivity way up. Invert look, vibration, vertical view, snapping, no, ew. Auto center view, no. Oh, wait a minute. Look acceleration, here we go. Turn that baby off. I bet you that's what's going to do it. Let's try playing a little. Okay, that, you know what? That might be. Let me crank up the sensitivity even just a little bit higher, because this one, he seems like you really gotta crank it up. Let's put it way up there. Alright, let's play a little bit more, because now, like I said, I can see if this is a Stadia thing or if it's just a Serious Sam thing. And again, I would have to play the Steam version to really do a direct comparison. Right, oh, that guy's okay. Alright. Yeah, this does feel better. I think this does help. It just feels a little bit better to look around. Alright, end of the second level. I think I got some sort of a Stadia Achievement. Yay! Yep, collect your doodad. And we'll go a little bit more into the next level. And then we will wrap up this Google Stadia thing. Now, I've also heard, and we can... maybe we'll be really brave and see what happens if we try, at least, obviously it's not going to speak in the game, but the Stadia interface. I've heard good things about it working with screen readers, so I could always fire up some NVDA and just kind of poke around the library and see, hey, can you launch a game? Can you, get around? I mean, get to the store. Oh yeah, that turning off mouse smoothing definitely feels better. I'm still doing awful, but that's just me talking and being terrible. It has nothing to do with the game. Okay, oh, there you are. Hey, buddy. These are just weird creatures, man. Okay, anything over here? Nope. I hear Demons. Ah, I see these damn skeletons. Need to go away. Oh, hello. Hi, guys. You done? Yeah, this is perfectly serviceable. I mean, the technology... There was a service back in the day. It wasn't... It's kind of taking GameTap, if you remember, if you ever heard of that. It unfortunately went under quite a while back, but I want to say in the mid-2000s, there was a service called GameTap. And it was kind of a early step to... It was somewhere between like a Steam and Stadia, where you signed up for the service, you paid a monthly fee, and then you just had access to all of the games that they had in their library at the time. Now, you did have to download those games, but it was essentially a... Here you have access to them as long as you have your GameTap client on or installed and you're logged in. Yeah, you can just download and play whatever games you want. And they had a few exclusives. I remember when the Telltale games were just starting out. They had the Sam & Max and the Back to the Future games. I remember Chris and I playing those. Some of the Strong Bad adventure games. What was it? Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People, I think it was called. Goofy game, but you know, anyone familiar with Homestar Runner, you know. Weird. Strong Bad was always the favorite. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a similar sort of deal, except I do have a few issues with Stadia in general. Like, you know, Game Pass right now for Xbox One and PC, that you can sign up for, and yes, you have to download the games, but you just, you know, if I want to play Crackdown 3, if I want to play Gears 5, if I want to play whatever first or third party game in that service, as long as it's a part of Game Pass, I can play it. You know, I mean, all the other services, even things like the free games that you get with the Epic Games Store, you know, they have weekly deals now. So, those other services, you get a better bargain. Like, yes, if you're a pro member of Stadia, you get games like this, but I mean, honestly, if you're interested in probably something like Serious Sam or SteamWorld Dig, hell, you can buy that one game for probably $10 new, on sale probably even cheaper, and you can play it any number of places. Now you do get the bonus of, yeah, I can just have it in the cloud and you know, sync my Xbox controller to my PC or my iPad, since it supports gamepads now. So you do get that bonus, but the technology works. I mean, clearly, I'm playing it right now. I'm playing Serious Sam, which is a pretty big game, or a pretty fast game. Ha 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 ha.
Huh?
I always love that. I wish they had a little bit more. I wish they did a little bit more with his dialogue, just because he's not as obnoxious as something like Duke Nukem, and you know, the repetitive. But like, I kind of like how he's just kind of sarcastic and like, oh yeah, I'm all cocky, but oh wait, what? But the technology clearly works. You know, I don't know, like if I went to my parents' place, their internet, DSL, you know, I can even, if I'm streaming Netflix or Amazon video, it can buffer sometimes, so I don't know that it would be able to do it necessarily, and unfortunately that's the major problem with any of these, especially streaming services like this. If game streaming is going to really become a thing, you know, hey, we have this whole pandemic right now, and everybody needing to be home, so God knows we need internet, and if now is the time to basically look at our, our U.S. infrastructure, internet infrastructure, and go, hey, maybe we do need to cover not just the major cities and a few miles off of the interstate. There's a lot of people in small towns or in the country that have to access their schoolwork online, and if they're streaming videos or audio lectures or group participation, things like that, and then gaming on top of that being super heavy, resources. Okay, here we go. This is where that's the hallway I was thinking of that we had to turn around. There's your weird spider demon. Get the hell out of here. Come on. Yeah, you too, weird chest monster. I forget what they're called. I know they have names, but they're just weird looking things. But yeah, I mean, clearly the technology works. I haven't had a hiccup at all. I mean, this is butter. It's good. Just their overall selection, even if you have Pro, whether you do or not, and you buy games, you're paying a monthly subscription fee of like $10 a month, and you have to buy the games on top of that. I mean, if I pay the $10 for Xbox Live or $15 for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, like I said, as long as I have that subscription, I have those games and I can just go play them. I don't necessarily have to go buy them on top of my monthly subscription fee. So, I mean, I know there are like, okay, server space and streaming bandwidth. I get that there's some cost to that. But, I mean, come on, it's Google. They've got gazillions of dollars. Microsoft is doing it. Sony's doing it. Hell, Nintendo's doing it to a degree with their, NES and SNES classics. What the hell do you call them? Basically, if you have the Nintendo Online subscription, you get access to their little vault of a few, really good NES and SNES, NES and Super Nintendo games in their little apps, and you just load them up and play them. So, I think the other thing that I worry about Stadia is there are whole websites devoted to this. Look at how many like features, how many services has Google said, oh yeah, this is going to be the thing. This is what we're going to do. It's going to be awesome. And then 6 months later, it's in the Google graveyard. I mean, how many services have they canned in the last 10 years? And Google Stadia has started out really, really rocky. They had their early adopter program just to kind of get people to buy into it, but truthfully, I think they launched a little bit too early. Yes, the technology works, but the reason I didn't really sign up for it is because, a lot of the games that they were selling, hell, I already owned them on Steam, so why would I pay again to have them? The selection of them just wasn't really that enticing, and it wasn't really enticing to a lot of people. So, if you gotta have the content to actually make people interested and make people stick, make people stay around, Okay, where is this douche? There he is. He's dead. So, especially since you have, it'd be one thing if you pay the subscription and then you have access to the games as long as you subscribe. That would be one thing. But if you buy, let's say you build your library, you buy these games through Stadia, and then Google decides, this isn't making the money that we wanted, it's not working for us. You know what? By the end of 2020, 21, we're just gonna can the Google Stadia service. Well, now what? What happens to all the games that you quote-unquote own through them? Steam has proven itself. It's not going anywhere. Half the stuff that I own through the Epic Store, I have bought a few games, but I've probably got between a dozen and 2 dozen games that I haven't paid for, because every week they're doing 1, if not 2, occasionally 3 games a week. You just, oh, here, go get it this. It's a timed thing, but as long as you get it, and you have it. So they're trying to lure exclusives, and they're trying to basically get people in by giving them free games to be like, well, hey, if you like these, then you can go buy these other things. And Epic has been around. I mean, they make Unreal, they make the Unreal Engine, which, aside from Unity, probably 50% of the games are more run on, so they're not going anywhere. So, I don't know. I mean, from a purely technological standpoint, yeah, Google Stadia works beautifully. Yeah, I don't know what it would be like. I'd have to try it on a different type of connection, but at home here, it's running perfectly fine. I'm not really paying all that much attention, which is why I'm not really killing too much, or I'm getting hit because I'm just babbling. But it's not really about Serious Sam or Thumper or SteamWorld Dig, because I've covered all those on the channel before, and I'm sort of familiar with them, so that's also a thing where I can kind of talk about, yeah, how does that compare? A first look at Stadia, though, it's very easy to set up. There were no CAPTCHAs. I said, yeah, give me my free trial. It said, oh, you're logged, because I was already logged in Chrome with my Google and my YouTube account. So it's like, you want to use that one? I'm like, yep. Click on it, and then pick a username, pick an avatar, icon, and that's it. Sign up for your trial. And, I mean, the whole process, signing, other than just kind of making sure I read everything clearly, the whole process took me 2 minutes, and I'm not exaggerating. So, it works. I just hope that if it is going to stick around, I hope that Google actually does put something behind it, because, like I said, the vast majority of content that's there, I think they may have 1 or 2 games that are exclusive that aren't on other platforms, but, like, I own most of the games, if not all the games, that I would already be interested in playing elsewhere. So, I don't know what they're going to do there. And again, for people who don't have the rig to handle it, like if you, theoretically, if there was a game that, like Control or, I'm trying to remember what other games support it. Like, what they should do, if they were smart, especially, man, yeah, now I want that. Because Steam officially has a version of Quake 2 RTX. Like, you could show something with some ray tracing. You don't have the biggest, most powerful rig. I mean, granted, you have to have a video card that supports it, but, you could offer things like that, to say, like, hey, we're embracing some of the latest tech, graphic features and things like that. So, and I can't speak to any of the social stuff, but I don't really participate that much in Xbox or Steam, other than a little bit of multiplayer with Chris on Steam and that. So that's not going to be what I'm going to cover here. But as far as performance and everything, it works great. I, so far, don't have any complaints. I mean, I'll have to try it at different times of the day, to see how things go. But first impressions are pretty good. And actually, now that I think about it, I think I'm actually still uploading a stream onto YouTube while I've been playing this game. So I was still doing something else on the internet, and it still worked pretty well. Like, let me close the game here and let me check. If I go... Yeah, I'm still uploading my Mixer stream from yesterday. So even while doing that, I mean, granted, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but I forgot that I was doing that, and it was still streaming like butter, so great. I guess I can wrap up with, let's do NVDA really fast, and let's just see what it does read.
Play Stadia Google Chrome. Play Stadia main landmark your games heading level 2. Button view thumper. Button view Steam World Dig 2. Button view Steam World Quest. Button view Stacks on Stacks. Button view Spitlings. Button view GYLT. Button view Grid.
So I think GYLT, whatever,
Button view
Guilt or whatever,
GYLT.
I think that is one of the Stadia exclusives. I don't even know what it is. Let's...
Button GYLT Play Game.
Okay, play game.
Press and hold ESC to exit full screen alert.
Oh, okay.
Play Stadia document. Dialog.
Seems pretty good to
GYLT play
me.
game, but
It even told me the
G.co/Stadia/safety
tip that I
link.
didn't realize right
Link
away.
G.co/Stadia/safety.
Hold escape to quit.
Button OK.
Okay, what did it say?
Before you, important safety information from Stadia. Before you play, please carefully read the health and safety information at link
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
G.co/Stadia/safe.
Okay,
Exit
let me close
NVDA dialog.
NVDA. And yeah, I mean, we're already in this Guilt game. I didn't download it. I didn't install it. It's just going to run. I don't know if this is a controller game. I don't know if this is a keyboard and mouse game. I don't even know what the hell this is. I don't know. I'll just hit A. Okay, I guess I'll take a very quick peek just to see. But yeah, guys, this is Google Stadia. First impressions, and first impressions are it's not bad. Technically speaking, it's working better than I expected. Hell, I had... Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a movie. Let's see what happens here. I've had worse streaming experience trying to get my Xbox to stream between my Xbox and my PC on my local network. Like, I remember I had my computer and my Xbox, or one of them on Wi-Fi, and that did not go well. And once I put it onto my Ethernet core, Ethernet, it was fine. But being able to stream a modern game and really not have any problems where I did initially in my, on my home network streaming my Xbox One, not bad. So I hold escape, and then go to exit game, and there you go. So there is some first impressions of Stadia for you. I'm going to probably release this video this week as well, especially since it is probably kind of a time-sensitive thing while everyone is in lockdown here. Google is offering their 2-month free trial of Stadia Pro, where you can get all of these games you see here, including Destiny 2, Grid, and some of those other ones that you heard. So there's some, there's solid games here if you don't own them elsewhere. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And remember, if you do sign up, you do have to cancel your Pro portion of the subscription before 2 months. Otherwise, you will get your $9.99 a month recurring subscription fee. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. You can follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, mixer.com/BGFH, which it would be kind of interesting to see if I could stream a Stadia game, have Mixer or OBS going, and be streaming a Stadia game. I don't know. Maybe I'll experiment with that soon. Yeah, you can also go to illegally-cited.com for all my other stuff. And thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And I'll chat with you guys in the next video.